Sky Cable TV Kenya, Beyond the Real.
Hi viewers, my name is Susan Muita with True Living Show, which airs via Sky Cable TV. I'm also your health advisor. I know we have been talking about eating healthy and healthy diet. Last time we had covered about eating vegetables and also eating fruits. And today we'll continue on the same topic because what we are covering here is on having a balanced diet. And also a balanced diet, we had previously mentioned on eating healthy diet. And healthy diet, we said that in a normal circumstance, if somebody doesn't have any issues or any disease or any conditions which would not make them eat a healthy diet indicates 5 types of foods, which we had tackled on carbs. We had also talked about proteins, fruits and vegetables, fats, and also the vitamins and the minerals and water on top of that. I know we had gone ahead and we had mentioned on vegetables. We had also covered on fruits, and today we'll cover more on carbs, which are carbohydrates, and we'll also talk on how we should eat each meal or any food. But before we continue, just check down there and subscribe on the red button. And also you can comment down there. And also you can like the video. If you want to do that, you can press the likes button. So we'll continue on talking about carbohydrates, because when we talk about carbs, when we talk about carbohydrates, sometimes we don't know where those foods comes from, because even there are some fruits, they also give us some carbs. So somebody might hear about fruits and think of only vitamins, and minerals, and some others also, they give us fats, because when we talk about avocados or coconut, they also give us some fat. Some of the fruits also, they give us vitamins, and they give us water, and they give us fiber, but they also give us carbs. So when we talk about carbohydrates, and carbohydrates is very, very crucial, because the types of carbs we eat, it depends on a lot of things. It's also some other conditions or other diseases. They come wrong because of the carbohydrates, or some carbohydrates have to be regulated. Let's say, like, if you have diabetes, then you have to know what kind of carbs you'll eat, and also what percentage of carbs you'll eat. And also if you are obese, obesity also is brought a lot by the carbohydrates, and also some fats and proteins. But we'll talk more of carbohydrates today. So how should we eat carbohydrates? We know very well that carbohydrates, it's measured with something which is called glycemic index, which is from 0 to 100. And we know that the glycemic index, they are those which are high, which is over 55 to 100. And then there is a glycemic index, which is foods which are between 0 and 55. So we know that we are supposed to eat all types of carbohydrates. We are supposed to eat the one with high glycemic index, and also we are also supposed to eat the foods with lower glycemic index. Let me repeat again. Glycemic index is measured between 0 and 100. So some of the foods which we can call lower glycemic index on the carbohydrate part of the food. It ranges from 0 to 55. Then from 55 to 100 is the higher type. But we are supposed to eat all these kind of foods. But on a more healthy type of carbohydrates, we are supposed to eat the lower glycemic index carbohydrates. And some of these lower GI or glycemic index, which are less than 55, they tend to be more healthy. And the reason is that they are absorbed in the bloodstream slowly, and they can sustain energy throughout your body. While the higher glycemic index foods, they are absorbed very quickly. And, they also disappear on your bloodstream. They enter your bloodstream quickly, and they also leave your bloodstream very quickly. So some of the foods which I'll give you example of the lower glycemic index, some of these are like the whole grain, the bread, the pasta, the oats, the apples, the apricots, the oranges, the yogurt, the milk, dried beans, and lentils. But these are not the only ones, but I'm just giving you example. Then the higher glycemic index foods, some of them are the wholemeal bread, the processed cereals, the short grain, the rice, the potatoes, the crackers, and the watermelon. And specifically, those people with diabetes, they should be aware of this, because once you take the higher glycemic index carbohydrates, when you eat them, they go very quickly to your blood, and sometimes they can elevate your blood sugar very high. And then also, after some time, the blood sugar can go down very quickly. But we are supposed to eat both kinds. But when you have less glycemic carbohydrates, it's better to have them more than the higher glycemic. And the carbs are very important because we need energy every day, and those are the foods which provide a lot of energy. So we should be wary and what time to take them. How are we gonna take them? And as we are moving on, just comment down there. If you have any question on carbohydrates, we can talk more on that. And then as we are talking about eating, so maybe I can explain more on timing on your food intake. So the best thing is to eat regularly. Previously we had said, or at one time we were talking about diabetes, and we said the best way to eat food is just have spread out within a day, have 6 meals. What I mean by 6 meals is have snacks and also meals, lunch, breakfast, and supper. But it should be 6, and also the portions should be small. But some people traditionally, they have been brought up in a way that they only take 3 meals in a day, and then on those meals, because they have not spread out during the day, they end up having big portions. And that's a problem, because some people, they end up eating large meal, especially dinner, while it should be the other way. The breakfast should be eaten big portions, then lunch a little more, then dinner should be so little. But in between, there should be snacks in between. But take little portions of food, and then eat many times, and that way you are training your body to be able to absorb the food the right way. You are also, your metabolism, you are teaching it in a good way, because if you only eat 3 meals in a day, your metabolism will change, and it will end up when you eat, because it's know that that food will not be regular soon, then your body will keep more food, and then you might end up having more weight than when you're having 6 small, portions of food. And then listen to your body, because we are all different. We are on different ages. We are, we are either male or female. We are certain weight. We have different types of weight and height. We have different types of foods. So listen to your body. If you feel hungry at a certain time, eat. Your body has a way of signaling you, saying you're hungry, but don't eat because people are just eating. Then stop to eat. When you dine, turn off your TV or the computer. Don't eat when you are doing something else. Just notice the food and also the signals it gives you. Then avoid eating dinner late at night, because once you eat, you just go to bed and that food remains in your belly and you are not active. That's another problem right there. And avoid drinking caffeinated drinks when you're almost going to bed, but have a lot of drinks in between. So when you're eating, also have some drinks to eat. Eat large at lunch, or breakfast, and little at dinner. And because when you eat large for breakfast, then you have a lot of energy as the day progresses, then lunch and henceforth. But if you don't eat breakfast, and then, because I know some people, they say they don't eat breakfast, but yet dinner they eat a lot. And dinner is when you're almost going to bed, you're almost resting. That time you don't need a lot of energy. Then you go with a full belly in your stomach, so you're not able to digest. So your metabolism will be crazy or messed up. So we'll continue talking about eating healthy. We'll also talk about eating proteins. We haven't featured on that. We will also talk about fats, different types of fats, the good cholesterol and the bad cholesterol. We'll also talk about minerals and vitamins, and we can round that up just for another day. And this is True Living. It comes every Tuesday. Don't forget to watch it. 8 p.m. Eastern African time and 12 p.m. Eastern time. And thank you for watching. Have a good time. Thank you.